All right, hey, so I've got Jason Adlam here with CHEP. Jason, thanks so much for taking this time to share with us a little bit about CHEP.
Yeah, you're welcome, Dan, anytime.
Okay, so for those who don't know, who is CHEP? What do you guys do?
Well, it's really what we don't do.
Okay.
You know, we basically do a lot of things in the industry, and what CHEP is really known for is our pallets. But what a lot of companies don't know, and a lot of people don't realize, is that we do so much more. And it really comes down to looking at the network, not just from a linear perspective, but from a circular perspective. So, and what I mean by that is companies want to partner with organizations that deliver a tremendous amount of value. And by unlocking and using our pallets, crates, and containers as an enabler in their supply chain, we're able to see where those inefficiencies are by, again, not just looking from a linear standpoint, but looking at all the different attributes that those companies ship their products throughout their supply chain, not just from the manufacturer to the retailer, but all the moves that happen outside of their packaging, their products, and their containers, pallets and crates, once that leaves the retailer facility. So by able to track that from a circular standpoint, we're able to look for opportunities that we can help our customers take empty miles off the road, and not just save money through that, but also become more sustainable as a result.
Oh, I love it. That's great. So, so you're more than just a pallet manufacturer.
That's right.
There's a lot more there. So, you have some concrete examples, or some stories that like on things that some solutions that you provided for your customers?
Yeah, no, great question. So, look, one of the attributes here is that we deliver more products to more people and places than any other organization on earth. And so, when you think about CHEP, we really are the invisible backbone of the global supply chain. But that's just not it. In terms of talking about innovation and looking at innovation, I mentioned to you about how we're able to take empty miles off the road. We partnered with one retailer as an example to take 8,000 trucks off the road, which is equivalent of removing 1 million empty miles. But also, we're able to help them realize additional transportation revenue to the tune of about $2.5 million. Wow. So that's from a partnership standpoint, but also from an innovation standpoint, we're the first to come up with a carbon neutral half pallet. And this is really what we're really excited about. And Dan, you're standing right beside that, actually.
I didn't want to stand on it. Here,
yeah, so this is a first of its kind, a carbon neutral half pallet. So what that means for us is that we've calculated what the carbon footprint of the half pallet was. Working with our retailing customers, they had a need and an opportunity to try and take costs out of their network. We worked on designing the ideal half pallet that our retailing customers can offload product from a trailer and have it loaded right into an aisle. So if you think about, you don't have a store clerk that now has to unpackage product and put the product on a shelf, they can now wheel it and put it right into the aisle. So from that perspective, our retailing customers have been able to reduce handling costs by about 25%. But the other beauty part is not just reducing handling costs, but they were able to increase sales by about 30% just from this half pallet. So cost savings, more efficient, but from a sustainability standpoint, because I mentioned that we've looked at what that carbon footprint is of the product, any difference in carbon offset, we purchase carbon offset credits through the Mississippi Alluvial Valley Reforestation Project. So you can make sure that when this product is out in the supply chain, either at a manufacturer or retailer, that it's really efficient, you're making your network become more efficient, taking out waste out of the environment, but also doing it in a sustainable fashion as well.
It sounds like you're checking all the boxes right there. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, well, customers, they want to do the right thing for the environment.
Right.
They also want to have cost savings.
Right.
And a lot of companies don't realize that, yeah, you can have both the best of both worlds.
Absolutely. It sounds like you've done a fantastic job of being able to actually bring that to fruition. So
yeah.
that's fantastic. That's awesome. So the half pallet, I love it. Man, major cost savings and the whole sustainability story. I mean, that's great. So, what else are you guys doing? I mean, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I guess, thinking outside, and I talked about the pallet being an enabler. We have a world-class innovation center out of Orlando, Florida that really is, in my opinion, a hidden gem. And this is the 10th year anniversary that we have of this center. And a lot of customers use this facility to test products. So it's an ISTA certified facility. We can do drop test, impact tests. We have temperature chambers that we can simulate very cold environments or very hot environments. But the key to that center is really helping our customers determine what level of packaging is really required within their supply chain. So are they paying too much for packaging? Should they be paying more for packaging? Should they have better corrugate, less corrugate, more shrink wrap, less shrink wrap as an example? Because their customers want to be able to test their product to make sure that when they manufacture and produce it, that it gets to the store shelves and the end consumer in the desirable fashion that they were looking for.
That's awesome. I love it. Great story. What a great story here. So, Jason, thank you so much for your time and just kind of sharing with us, with the Industrial Sage audience, a little bit about who you guys are and all the awesome innovations that you're bringing to the table. So, if anyone has any questions, what's the best way to reach out and to learn more about you?
CHEP.com is probably the easiest way to get a hold of us, and it's quite simple, and everyone's got access to the internet nowadays.
Perfect. All right, so go to CHEP.com, check it out, all the awesome innovations, different things that are going on. Jason, thanks again so much.
Thank you very much, Dan.
And best of luck at the rest of the show.
Thank you.
All right.